Hello and welcome to the first discussion video about Elden Ring Nightreign. Today I want to talk about things that I would like to see added to the game in order to, well, gain more content, right? How it works is I have a list of bullet points that I made during my gameplay that I'm just reading off of. If at some point I'm getting more ideas, I'm making another video. Also feel free to post your ideas of things that you could add to the game, and maybe I will feature them in the next episode, if there is a next episode. Of course I will credit you. Be warned, I might change some things. But yeah, let's just start with our characters that we have. Of course, new characters would be kinda nice, but not only new characters, but let's change our current characters a bit. How it works is every character has a passive, a normal ability, let's call it normal ability, or skill, or the game calls it, and an art, the ultimate ability. So let's create more of these. For example, I have the Guardian right here. The Guardian's passive, I think at least, is that he can super block. Like when you hold block and you dodge, you're in this super block stance where you can only walk very, very slowly, but your blocks are way more efficient. Right? Blocking stuff takes way less stamina. And his active is like this storm around him that knocks up enemies, deals a little bit of damage. And the art is he flies into the air and crashes down, damaging all enemies nearby, knocking them up or away, and it protects allies from damage if you hold it down, which is a pretty nice set of skills or abilities. But why not add more? Maybe I can swap out the passive. I no longer have a super block, but actually I don't know what I would add here, but give it a bit more spice, right? If you've read the lore, or if you've done the remembrance of the Guardian, you know that he is in his flock, like in his army, basically, he is part of the Vanguard. The Vanguard is there to protect the I don't know what the other one is called, like the assault units, basically. So why not just give him the abilities of the assault unit, like more offensive based abilities. So his preferred weapon is no longer a great shield and a halberd, but maybe a buckline, and a thrusting sword, for example. And then he has a passive surrounding that. Maybe his active is no longer, like his active ability is no longer the storm, but maybe a storm-like projectile that he shoots forward and knocks everyone back in the path, and something like that. And his ultimate, maybe he charges at the enemies similar to the Crucible Knights flying attack, where they create wings for themselves and then dash through the enemy, and maybe he gets a damage aura for himself and his allies. So something more offensive oriented. And then let me swap these skills out before I start the expedition. Would be kinda nice to see more variety here. Of course, with some characters like Wilder, they actually have to change the model then, because Wilder has this grappling hook on every skin of his, so if he no longer has the grappling hook ability and maybe he gets something else, well, then they need to remodel that arm part. But something that switches up the gameplay of the different characters and maybe also the roles, right? Guardian all of a sudden becomes a damage dealer. Maybe Recluse is now a support character or even a tank. Imagine a magic tank where instead of getting all of these offensive abilities in her magic cocktail, she all of a sudden only has like a handful of offensive ones and a lot more defensive. Excuse me, a lot more defensive ones. Or something entirely different. The possibilities are basically endless. It just needs to fit the character. Then, of course, I would like to see more cosmetics. That's a minor thing, but the more stuff or the more different looks you have for your characters, the better. But that's just a minor thing. I'm pretty sure they will definitely add some more cosmetics from their games, and even some new cosmetics as well. I also would like to see more impactful relics. The relics that we have currently are like, there are only a handful of bonuses that you can actually notice actively. Okay, my starting weapon now deals fire damage, or my ability now has a shorter cooldown. I mean, there are definitely some bonuses of the relics that you actually notice. For example, with the Guardian over here, there's the bonus that the storm now lasts for like 5 seconds or so, which is pretty amazing. Or that his ultimate heals teammates as well. So there are definitely some relics that do something actively, but there are also a lot of bonuses that are either too niche. For example, boosts Dragon Communion incantations. Well, you can't guarantee that you're getting a seal with Dragon Communion spells on it, right? So it's kind of a double-edged sword with some of these things. Or do you really notice 3 points in endurance? I mean, yeah, maybe you can attack one more time, or you can shoot one more time, but it's not really that noticeable. It's a nice bonus, but I would like to see more crazy, more impactful bonuses from relics. Maybe they implement chalices with a 4th slot, where you can slot in a special relic that adds some of these crazy bonuses. Maybe they're even Night Lord themed. For example, let's take the first Night Lord that you have to fight, the dogs. Not really a spoiler here, like, what is it called? What is the dog called? Like Gladius or something? The Tricephalos expedition, the very first one that everyone has to do in order to unlock the other ones. Maybe if you kill him enough, all of a sudden he drops his very rare and a very special relic that gives the player the ability to do one of his moves, for example. Like, what is the dog known for? He can split himself into 3 dogs. Maybe the player can split himself when he activates his skill or his ultimate. Maybe all of a sudden when you cast one of your skills or your ultimates or whatever, maybe you summon like smaller versions of the dogs. That would be kind of cool, like hellhounds. Or maybe you're getting his sword ability all of a sudden, like where he spins his sword, or he smashes down his chainsword, right? And then for the other bosses, there are probably 1,000 different ideas you could have for these crazy relic bonuses. You can even tie the skills and the arts that I've mentioned before this one, the ones that are supposed to mix up the playstyle of our characters, maybe you can tie them to the relics as well. Although I would like to see a different menu for that. And also I would like to change the starting weapon of our characters, right? I not only want to start with, I guess, Duchess, for example. Maybe I just don't want to play daggers. Maybe I want to start with, I don't know, short sword or with regular swords, or maybe I want to start with dual blades or something. Maybe she has her own dual blades, like, I mean, the starting weapons are always named after the character and modeled after the character, as you can see. This halberd of the Guardian looks pretty cool. It's probably the best looking halberd in the game, in my opinion. And the shield looks sick as well. Why is there no spear or a guardian thrusting sword or something like that, right? Would be kind of cool to be able to switch starting weapons as well. And then the thing that is, in my opinion, much more needed, because we have so much RNG in the relic system, I would like to see a crafting system where you can craft your own relics. Let me disassemble the relics instead of selling them, and then let me add my, like, let me choose which bonuses I want on my relic. Because currently, the only real way of getting relics is you either play the game, and after each run or expedition you're getting your, I don't know, 5 or 6 relics, or you go to the small jar bazaar and play the slot machine. It's like there's no way of determining what you get, which is kind of infuriating. I don't need mind with Guardian. I don't want intelligence on the Raider. It's not what I need, right? So it would be kind of nice to be able to craft your own relics. I mean, with the current relic system, honestly, it's not that important, because the effects are fairly minor, but with a few more crazier relics, then the crafting system would be nice. Let's talk now about mixing up some stuff. Currently we only have expeditions, and all of the expeditions are the same, besides a few minor things. Of course, the map is always randomly generated. Like, they have a rough blueprint, but all the different locations are always, or most of the time, in a different location. They're getting mixed up. And we also have shifting earth events, like the mountain, the volcano, the piece of Kaled that is sort of the sun there, the city, and I don't know if I'm missing something. And of course the vanilla map with the castle in the middle. Of course I would like to see more shifting earth events. Maybe something surrounding Farum Azula, where you have this tornado in the middle of the map, and you have to, similar to the game, to the games that work like only up, you have to jump and run from platform to platform, fend off enemies, then at the very top you fight your boss or something. Would be kind of sick to have a parkour based shifting earth event. Would be kind of fitting to Farum Azula, honestly. And maybe you can unlock checkpoints where you are now able to spirit spring back up to your checkpoint or something. That would be kind of sick. But yeah, shifting earth events is a no-brainer, I think. The more the better. But then also different modes. Maybe we are getting a shorter expedition mode, where instead of spending like 2 nights in order to get to the final boss, you just have 1 night. And instead of it being like 45 minutes per expedition, you're now spending 25 minutes or maximum 30 minutes in one expedition, and you just have one circle closure on a slightly smaller map. Would be kind of nice if you don't want to run, if you don't want to do a full run but just half a run. Would be kind of nice to have something like that. And maybe even a boss rush mode where you can just, with a predetermined loadout, maybe you can choose your loadout like a point system. You can have one weapon of that rarity and another weapon of that rarity, or maybe your loadout is completely random, which would be kind of boring. Or you can choose between different things before you fight the night boss. Like, you have a merchant there that offers you specific things, and I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a good way of implementing that. Or maybe it's like very sandbox modey, or training mode like, where you can literally choose what level you want to be, which weapons with which bonuses and whatever. That would be kind of cool. In order to learn the different bosses. And then, as a final thing, I would like to see some kind of story mode or campaign mode, where instead of queuing for the same expedition over and over again, just with a different night boss, you're going through different chapters, similar to the Remembrances, like Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and every chapter has its own custom-made map that is not necessarily randomized, and then you can join other players in their chapter, or other players can join you in their chapter. You can play the chapters together with friends, with cross progression, like when you're at the same chapter and you're doing the next one, both of you progress your chapters and whatnot. And then you have more NPCs in there. You will see the other Nightfarers doing their stuff, like a story mode basically, with more like Dark Souls, kind of legacy dungeons, so to speak. Not an open world, but more story-based elements, like you're going through Stormvale Castle now, or a similar location, right? And you have to do certain things there. You have to do the quests for the NPCs. You have dilemmas. Do you want to help this NPC, or do you want to help the other one? Because they're enemies, and stuff like that would be kind of nice to see. But then I'm basically just asking for another Elden Ring or for another Dark Souls. But would still be kind of nice to see that. Yeah. I think this is it. These are the ideas that I came up with right now. There will definitely be more, and I keep writing them down. If I have enough, then I will present them to you. If you have ideas, don't hesitate to write them down into the comments. I will probably, if there are any comments with nice ideas, I will pick one and I will present it in the next episode. Why not, right? Overall, I really enjoy this game, but of course, as every game, it has its flaws. So, well, there's more to talk about. I definitely have a few ideas planned for other videos, so keep a lookout. Is that how you say it? Keep an eye out for it. That's how you say it, I guess. And that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.